Hey guys, it's me, the booktuber who really should have a book buying budget but refuses to create one because I refuse to put limits on myself. But a lack of money could put limits on myself very quickly. I mean, do I have to make payments on a house? I can just build a house out of my books. Filtered water. What is up, you guys? It's me, your girl, your Casey. How you doing? So guys, it's time to do a tag that I have been pronouncing incorrectly for many months. It's time for the bougie tag, which I kept calling the boujee tag because I didn't know bougie or bougie was short for bourgeoisie. Ruined everything my revolution was doing to stop the bourgeoisie! Whatever it's called. And I just can't pronounce anything correctly. But who cares? I may not be able to pronounce things correctly, but I'm the real winner. Because I have this lavender lotion I got from Lush. I'm pretty sure we all know what this tag is about. You see it all the time. It's one of those tags that never really die. The BookTube newbie tag, the Dnf tag, a BookTube shout out tag. It's one of those staples that I think everybody does at least once on their channel. And it's also one of those very reflective tags that make you think, wow, I spend a lot of money on very bad books. I mean, even without this tag, I'm constantly aware of that painful fact. I used to make myself read every single book that I own because I bought it, so I want to get my money's worth at least and finish it once. But now I respect my own time and sanity, so now I don't force myself to read bad books. I just throw them away. Donate them to the people who I should have donated to the libraries. Because if that book would have been in the library, then I wouldn't have gone out and bought them because I would have went to the library and I wouldn't have to spend $20 on a bad book. Anyways, ebooks are cheaper than physical books. So now I've just switched to ebooks. Also, you guys don't know how dumb I am. Before filming this, I accidentally filmed myself, like just trying out a new lipstick color and seeing how that looked on the camera. It looked awful. I'm gonna put it in this video anyways, just so you can see how stupid I am and laugh at me. Because before I film, I make faces at the camera like, thumbnail potential? That's also how I like pep myself up. Pep? Is that a verb? Pep talk. It's how I pep talk myself. I like lean into the camera like this and I'm like, I know how to start a video. No, I don't, because intros are hard. But enough gabbing. Let's do the bougie booktuber tag. See how bougie I am. Which is like this much bougie. Question 1. What is your average monthly budget for books? Probably should have one because I really don't have one right now. It's not like I'm rich. Like, hey, I don't need a budget for books because I can just spend however much I want on them. I have no self-control. That's nice, yes. But as you can see behind me, these are all my unread books. So I am not buying anything else until these are gone or I need to like finish up a series. Maybe I should like, my brain is like this. If I create a monthly budget, then I will for certain break the monthly budget. But if I don't have a monthly budget, then I never break it. Life hack. Never give yourself goals. Do you like how I completely avoided this question? Me too. Question 2. What's the most you ever spent in the bookstore? I don't want to answer this question. Especially I got my little light spotlighting me in the face here. I feel like I'm being interviewed at a police station. Oh, I had a coupon. I still spent $100 once. That was like right when I was starting BookTube. So I was like, I'm gonna have a great big collection of books right off the start to get me started on BookTube. So I went out and I stupidly bought Divergent, Maze Runner, The Fifth Wave, all that young adult dystopian books that came out in that craze after the Hunger Games. You know those books were in the library. I could have just went to the library. Casey from 2 years ago was an idiot. I am still an idiot. When I went to Lush to get this, I tried to buy the display case. I get confused. Why does water taste so delicious? Stay hydrated, my friends. It's hot out there. Unless it's cold where you're at. I live in Florida. I don't know what cold is. Question 3. Are you willing to pay full price for a brand new release? Or will you wait until you have a coupon or there's a sale? Nope. I have no patience. I never have coupons. Barely. I am that sucker who will be at the Barnes & Noble's Books A Million's doorstep the second a release is released into the wild. One thing that I used to do in my younger years is that I would wait for a series to get away from hardback and go paperback, because that's like $5 cheaper. And also it would just look better on my shelves, because I would hate it when I'd have like all paperbacks and just this one hardback just jammed in there. But because I've done like a rainbow shelf sort of thing now and everything's all like jumbled together, I no longer care if the hardbacks and the paperbacks are all mixed together. So this has increased my potential for buying books full price exponentially. Feel judged by myself. Would you rather buy one new book or several less expensive used copies? Dang, I suck. Here's my thing. Two things actually. I actually, in the location I live in, have 0 used bookstores around me. Like, I was talking about this with a friend the other day. We were talking about our area does not have any used bookstore. It would be better environmentally, be better for our budgets. And as much as I want it to sell my books too that I don't want, I am very picky about used books because they always have a smell. The same musty, perfumey smell. At least all the shops I've been into. Goodwill, it has that smell. And I know, it's just a smell. It'll go away in a couple of years, will it? I have a peculiar little nose. One little smell would just like cause my brain to hurt right here. Sinus headache, I don't know. It just bothers me. So, I need a used bookstore and a book that smells like a book. Then yes, I would take that inexpensive used copy. Maybe I should just spray all my books with perfume. But then when I give my book to the used bookstore, they'll pick up my books, be like, oh, this smells like perfume, and the cycle will continue. I would just add into the problem. At my Books A Million, they have like a whole section dedicated to signed copies, and that jacks up the price like $5, and I'm like, you're a scribble, Mr. Author. It's not worth it. I don't care if you're Christopher Paolini mixed in with Brandon Sanderson. No, it's not worth it. That $5 could be my chai latte. What do you think is a reasonable price for a new hardback book? A paperback? An ebook? So my brain says $10 for a hardback, but we know that's not true. Hardback books, when they're just released, are usually around $25. Unless I am dying for that book, that's a no-no. No, we're gonna go get the ebook of that, and that's probably gonna be around $17. Still a lot, but a little less painful. I think ebook should be definitely below $10. Paperbacks may be around that range too. Oh, question 6, I just talked about this. Is a signed book worth more to you? How about a first edition? No. Well, signed books, no. Like, I don't care. But first editions are like, okay, so like Name of the Wind, this edition, or this edition Name of the Wind. I would pay money for that edition because I love that cover. So would I pay more money for a beautiful cover? Yeah, I would. I'm a sucker for the aesthetics. It is a weakness I cannot control. I remember when I dropped a little glob of hummus on my darker shade of magic book. Not like on the cover where I could just wipe it off. No, on the pages, inside. I think I nearly cried. I was like, well, time to go buy a new book. I can't. It has a hummus stain now. That was not the correct response. Ooh, this is a good one. Number 7. What is my most valuable book? Price-wise or sentimental value-wise? So price-wise, you can see it right there. That not Name of the Wind, Tales of Earthsea collection, the big thick red boy right there, that was $60. But I got it for $10, so I'm thrifty. So that's value to me because I'm a super smart shopper. Sentimental value though, that's honestly, I don't have it up here, but that's gonna be my Hunger Games collection because that was the first book gift anyone had ever given me. I think I got it for like my 13th or 14th birthday. Like the first 3 books, read them in about 5 days, all of them, and I love them so much. We're just gonna throw Eldest on this list too for sentimental value. That's my boy. And speaking of questions I have inadvertently answered before, number 8, will you pay more for a cover or edition you like better? Yes, I would. On this, you cannot judge me. Would we want an inferior cover copy? Would you? Number 9, what physical characteristics does a good quality book have? Okay, I'll tell you which ones don't have good qualities first. This right here annoys me. This is a beautiful cover, but you see how it doesn't align all the way with the page behind it? This annoys me. But I do like this. This looks nice. Honestly, V.E. Schwab knows my aesthetic for a book. Pull up Darker Shades of Magic series, like simplistic, red, white, and black. You have the formula right there to win my heart, to capture my eye, to make me bust open the wallet. And you know, like every paperback book too, it has to be floppy, but not too floppy. Someone's ringing my door, but don't want to answer the door, cause I watch too much true crime, and they'll take my eyes. Alright, last question. Number 10, if I won the lottery, what bookish things would you do with the money? First off, I'd get me a house and fill it with books. I want a tiny house. Like, I know you see behind me, I don't look like I'm a minimalist, but I really am. In here, the only thing I need and want is a bed, a nice shower with no shower curtain. I want a glass door because I hate shower curtains, how they like touch you when you're bathing and they're all slimy and it's just ugh. So a bed, a shower, and I just want some shelves. Just some shelves on the wall, and I just put all as many books in there as I want. Just a cute little tiny house. That's all I need. Would I just go on a mad spending spree with my lottery money? I don't think I actually would. I think I'd be like rich paralyzed. Like so much sudden wealth I wouldn't be able to breathe. I know one thing I would do. Maybe like 5 things I would do. I think because, well, I won the lottery, so why not? I could do much more crazier stuff, people. I would get hardback editions of the Aragon series, Inheritance, okay? But also, an Enchantment of Ravens is one of my favorite like fae magic books, and also it's one of my favorite covers, but I only have a paperback version, so if I ever found a hardback version for it, I would buy it like that. I tried to snap, but I can't snap good on my left hand. Boom. So guys, that is the bougie tag. I feel very guilty about my life choices now. It's not a good feeling, this feeling. I can use this to grow, to make better choices in the future. Better choices that will probably last about 3 days, and then I'll forget this whole thing even happened, and then I'll just revert to my inherent nature of just being a reckless purchaser, as I do. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, my bros, stay reading, my friends.